First, the top headlines. EDUCCON to hold first ever EDUCCON event in Manipur. Villagers of Lairong could distribute relief materials for the IDPs at Lamboy Kongnangkong relief camp. Resettled IDPs of Waroiching village living under perpetual fear after years of taking shelter at relief camps. A one-day symposium on the current trends of women's short story writing in Manipuri literature from 1980 onwards has been held at the IPR auditorium. 11-year-old girl killed, another injured as speeding vehicle hit school children in Manipur's Imphal East. Manipur government warns anti-social elements after Shanghai Festival threats. Government orders Indigo to complete all pending refunds by December 7. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin, and this is Aleza giving you the news in detail. UNESCO Group of Institute is all set to hold the first ever EDUCCON event in Manipur. The event is scheduled to be held from 1st to 2nd February of 2026 at UNESCO Chenung campus. Event Core Committee has appealed to all parents, guardians and students community to participate in the event and make great use of the event. Addressing a press meet held at the Kongman UNESCO office, Core Committee convener Konthaujam Deepak stated that the aim of the EDUCCON event is to bridge the gap between various educational institutions in the state and to foster greater cooperation and sharing of knowledge and insights in the academic atmosphere. He added that today's modern, advanced and competitive world requires imparting knowledge and education on extra co-curricular activities as well besides the conventional knowledge, which will further benefit in enhancing the skills of the students. He further highlighted that workshops and panel discussions by subject and domain experts from various renowned educational institutions across the nation will participate in the event and will also shed light on mental health and learning strategies as well. Educational institutions which are desirous of taking part in the event may get further information through mobile number 9436842700 and through the website at www.educcon.in.
Kalau school ni kamain tahu di kalau school ni tadi kalau macam sistem lain kami ni hari ini, hendak pun nak kangin nama bagi pandang tak, kalau pun tim si maru nak sih hari program si tim si education beyond boundaries si thomjaga, kau sungsoi dengan macam segi hari tahun 26 ki February date 1 nama itu tak, hana panjari bagi nak school Chenung, Imphal East nak sungsoi dengan pangkup cara ni. Hari program sini untuk makata waktu program kami untuk pun bisa telefon number 9436842700. Amadi hari ba community event sini website kami sudah already apa launch tahu jadi hari website di sana www.educcon.in masih visit terus mari dengan ba sekolah amadi parent amadi sahaja sini hari event sini program sini program kami untuk kami ambil kami jadi.
Villagers of Lairong village under Hauchong subdivision of None district today the 6th December has extended help to the IDPs taking shelter at Lamboy Khongnangkhung Relief Camp under Imphal West District. The villagers' noble gesture promotes the idea of unity and oneness amongst all indigenous communities of the state. The relief items consisted of indigenously produced fruits and vegetables grown by the members of Inpui community in Lerong village. Speaking in connection with today's event, Lerong village chairman Siray Baryamtag expressed that the Meiteis and Inpui community have been living in peace and harmony since time immemorial. However, with the advent of Hinduism and Christianity into Manipur, gaps and lack of communication began to enter into the bonds between the Inpui and Meitei community. But today, Inpui and Meitei community have once again reunited and are working towards building up the sense of oneness and unity. Further, Churchanpur Meitei United Committee convener M. Baleshwar expressed gratitude and thanks for the representatives of Inpui community for the noble gesture of extending help and support to the IDPs of the state.
Izayrong haiba isama ki kunsina utho aga metai charaw bala de asoi su harawe ase akoi ki income amasu oiba ado metai charaw bagi hairi se ase metai ning thauna ase no ko bor khumba kun oyo haina thambi bagi oje hairi se manipur ko ya da chatlaga char ga khangani
eikoina government gi mathakta ekhoi gi matam yum hanaba matam wan tawgi matang sida ekhona relay sini protest family sida ekhoi mixi jaraba kinau haktom khungi chairman na thingba halaman mayam am lakuna ekhoi IDP singa ekhoi awana taraba singa mating pangbagi araiba angam bakhara da osu piba lakku gi to ekhoi IDP gi mayam si represent tawraga aina hanna thagat phongdok chari aduga makhata nasu ekhoi ichina oibagi igi mari du makhata na dum tungko nasu hanabagi mari si ngasi gisna su makhata na hena habo oirasu haina thamjaraga thagat phongdok.
Meanwhile, Kokomi convener Kurajam Athauba, while taking part in today's event, stated that the noble gesture of the villagers of Lerong village will help in promoting the sense of love and oneness amongst all indigenous communities of the state once again, and expressed hope that greater bonds would soon develop between the people of the hills and valleys of the state Manipur.
Lamdamasida kundaminariba kogi yellow group singi marakta lainariba mari singasi hena chesalhanba amana amada awana thokma tamda mating pangnaba mama hakta koi noni Tamenglong da chingnem namkhai matamda tapakti miyam na chalaga mating pangba ngasi koi tapalomda mu awana ta kanda chingdagi lapiraga mating pangbibagi singba togdok singasina soidana tung koina koi nusi chanana laginaba ngamnanabagi koi da leiriba dugi chepa thajabadu amjari lanana hairiba lanbiraiba polam singasi Manipur da lanjendaraga leiriba IDP now singi mafamda koi ai marum to isu lapu makam to isu loinamak koi thumanduna makoi singi nomagi chara nam to isu me ko ngamnana ba mathel macham to chu en ngamnana ba koi sinjalang jariba ko community IDP gi committee gi side gi soidana honna jage.
Despite resettlement of the IDPs of Waroching village after taking shelter in relief camps for the past 2.5 years, the villagers are in want of adequate facilities and means for the proper rehabilitation. Resettled villagers of Waroching village are still living in perpetual fear during night time, with restrictions being still imposed for free movement in around the vicinity of the village. Security personnel continue to form a barrier between the boundaries of the village. Here's a special report from our ELITETV reporter.
2023 May gi ahum dagi horokiba dugumlaba maitei amadi kuki anigi marak horokiba khoi communal conflict na mara morakanda landam sigi ton mafum kaya da khunda dana leijaramba khoi yellow fruit oiba khunja kaya lanjina duna mafum kaya da relief camp hangduna changja famlong duna gi awaba kaya khangduna direct laba matung khoi lengak na paithalakpa adugumlaba khongthang amagi matung inna sahi sigi December thadagi hairiba IDP sing asi magi puknafam landamda hanjanba yaba afam sing khallaga phase 9 hanjalalagi ni habigi thamlakiba afamgi matungina ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯈꯔꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯕꯤꯁꯅꯨꯄꯨꯔ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ DC ꯅ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯦꯛ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ IDPꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯟꯖꯟꯅꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯃꯔꯥꯝ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯆꯪꯖꯐꯝ ꯂꯧꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ IDPꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕ ꯐꯦꯁ 9ꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯅꯨꯡꯅꯥꯡꯕ ꯀꯤ ꯇꯨꯖꯨꯡꯕꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯅ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯀꯥ ꯂꯥꯝꯅ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯡ ꯐꯥꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯐꯪꯂꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯪꯃꯤꯟꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯃꯇꯪ ꯂꯧꯖꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯏꯕꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯄꯥꯎꯗꯝꯗꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯪꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈꯣꯡꯉꯛꯑꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯥꯗ ꯇꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯁꯤꯕꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯕꯥꯏꯅꯦꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯕꯠꯇꯦꯗ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯖꯕꯅꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯀꯞꯄ ꯐꯥꯎꯗꯕ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕꯀꯣ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯀꯞꯄ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯟꯗꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯥꯟꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯕꯁꯦ
ꯌꯨꯝ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯪꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯍꯤ 3 ꯃꯌꯥꯁꯦ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯀꯥꯏ ꯑꯇꯣꯏ ꯈꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩ ꯃꯥꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯄꯨꯊꯅꯪꯍꯧꯗꯕ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯥꯡꯂꯦ ꯄꯣꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯌꯦꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯅꯨ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛꯀꯣ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯡꯂꯦ
ꯍꯣꯡꯖꯜꯂꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯣꯡꯖꯟꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯣꯔꯁꯨ ꯍꯣꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦꯗꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯖꯤꯜꯂ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯂꯩꯒꯦꯅꯗꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀோ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯑꯥꯗ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯃꯈꯩꯗꯨꯗꯪ ꯂꯩꯌꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯌꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯕ ꯃꯈꯩ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯨꯔꯅꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯨꯅꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯍꯣꯡꯀꯠꯂꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯁꯨ
ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯦꯔꯦꯟꯖꯃꯦꯟ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯔꯨꯝ ꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯗꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯌꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯥꯗ ꯑꯀꯤ ꯇꯨꯖꯨꯡꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟ ꯍꯨꯏ ꯈꯣꯡꯂꯛꯄ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯏꯆꯦꯛ ꯍꯨꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯀꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯄꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯏꯊꯤꯜꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯛ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯃꯩꯅ ꯆꯥꯛꯈꯤꯗꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯁꯥꯡꯅ ꯃꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯄꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯇꯦꯛ ꯑꯀꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯛꯂꯥꯡ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥꯏꯕ ꯁꯦꯝꯖꯤꯟ ꯁꯥꯖꯤꯟꯕꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯨꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯁꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯁꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯂꯤꯐ ꯀꯦꯝꯞꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ IDPꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯌꯨꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯌꯨꯝꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯏꯐꯅꯕ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯠꯂꯛꯏ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯋꯥꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯊꯝꯂꯛꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯉꯥꯏꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯤ ꯍꯤꯔꯝꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯕꯤꯔꯣ ꯖꯔꯅꯦꯂꯤꯁ ꯂꯥꯡꯉꯝꯃꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯄꯥꯎꯗꯝꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯕꯤꯁꯣꯔꯖꯤꯠ ꯑꯩꯅꯥꯝ ELITE ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯁ ꯋꯥꯔꯣꯏꯆꯤꯡ
A one-day symposium on the current trends of women's short story writing in Manipuri literature from 1980 onwards has been held today, the 6th December, at the auditorium of the IPR, Government of Manipur. The event has been organized by Laikol, Leimarol Korjaikol, along with Sahitya Academy, New Delhi. Speaking in connection with the event, Laikol President Said Subadani stated that the event is being held with the aim to empower the women writers of the state and to contribute towards the literary field of Manipur. She further highlighted that an advanced literary society is a sign of an advanced and progressive world, and thus appealed to all to extend all forms of support to the people working in the literary field.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯒꯤ ꯁꯪꯁꯊꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯚꯔꯁꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯤꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯅꯧꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯍꯨꯠ ꯁꯤꯜꯍꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯗꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯂꯣꯟ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯨꯠꯁꯝꯅꯔꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗꯩꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯥꯂꯣꯟ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯁꯦ
IPAC Film Production Manipur is all set to felicitate the State Kala Academy Award winners of 2023-24 on the coming 8 December Monday. The felicitation ceremony will honor 5 renowned awardees, namely Sagol Semti Jendra Singh Award for Performing Arts Music 2023, Kundrakpam Surchandra Award for Performing Art Thangta 2024, Kwairakpam Viswametro Award for Performing Art Theatre 2024, Huidrom Pusparani Young Talent Award Music 2023, and M.K. Saroz Khan Young Writer Award Literature 2024. The ceremony will be graced by Wangkhay Assembly Constituency MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar as chief guest, along with Manipur State Social Welfare Board's former chairperson Dr. R.K. Nayansana Devi and Film Forum Manipur's former chairman S. Mangol Jau Singh. Film Forum Manipur Secretary Rakesh Naurem, during a press meet held at the forum's office today, the 6th December, has clarified that the film festival, which was held as a part of the recently concluded Sangai Festival 2025 being organized by the state government of Manipur, was in no way sponsored or supported by the Film Forum Manipur. He added that the said film festival was organized by the Manipur government's Department of Art and Culture at the MSFDS auditorium, where films already in the archives of the MSFDS was screened for public audience. He stressed that the said films, which are in the possession of the MSFDS archives, is the sole property and responsibility of MSFDS and is in no way related with the Film Forum Manipur. He highlighted that the Film Forum Manipur has totally supported the demand and cause of the IDPs in boycotting the recently concluded Sangai Festival 2025, and thus appeal all concerned not to spread false rumors against Film Forum Manipur.
Film Forum Manipur na IDP singi hujujik thengnariba awaba aduga makhoi thamoi sokadoba thabak kaigumba hirama matada kuna tawjukhibasu leijade pangthok khriba Sangai Film Festival lisini kungamanga atu Department of Art and Culture gi makhada leba Manipur State Film Development Society na mapungoi na thodang lorga singkiba festival Hariba MSFDS na masagi auditorium da MSFDS ki archives ta leijaba koi film sing ado putho oga madu utuna kapkhiban festival manunda kapkhiba film sing adu producer masa masana MSFDS ki archives ta donate to khaba film sing asigi authority puna musu Manipur State Film Development Society na oi khaba
Langthabal Assembly Constituency MLA Karam Syam has highlighted that the deficiency in service and providing of necessary help and support to the disabled persons of the state by the concerned departments of the Manipur government. Addressing a gathering in connection with the observance of the Silver Jubilee celebration of Spastic Society of Manipur, MLA Karam Syam further stated that besides the generous help and support extended by certain generous private donors and firms, no visible help and required support is being made available to the differently abled persons of the state. And he expressed that such condition is not satisfactory for the disabled persons community. The observation has also been attended by PWD Government of Manipur Principal Secretary Arun Kumar Sinha, Imphal West District Assistant Deputy Commissioner Anuskar, Person with Disabilities Government of Manipur State Commissioner W. Birahari, and Spastic Society of Manipur Secretary Laishram Tokendro Elias Ricky. As a part of today's observation, wheelchairs and electric tricycles were also distributed to the differently abled persons. Speaking further on the occasion, MLA Karam Syam highlighted that the help and support being extended by private donors and well-wishers is the highest form of support for the differently abled persons of the state. He stressed that the differently abled persons need to be encouraged to lead lives with dignity in sync with those of normal persons. They must be empowered to excel further and lead a dignified life. He expressed disappointment over the inaction and only lip service of politicians when it comes to providing help and support to differently abled persons.
All Manipur ki ladiba person with disability ki ladiba organization parent body ma thamaga ade recognition pi batarka legani adi mi no masinga no lerpuni na mayam amasu adum tholoi haninga leite aduna person with disability singchibu nungsi biba moibu puning thagot biba asai dagi antana pung taramatu gi mamang da laktana puning thagot biba mayam punamak I can rescue mela moina to bimal khangba thagot padu phongdok chari.
Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Hello everyone. Ngasi unconventional careers singi marakta ngasi ki topic design. Design haibasi karino design haibasi process amani haibadi karigumba ama wakhalda sagalaga madubu mong marin naina planning tawduna objects interactive system building amadi vehicles na chingba kayama semba adubu design industry gi maru eba thabak se khara panjarabada web designer graphic designer video game designer textile designer jewelry designer fashion designer product designer asina chingba kaya amasu lei hariba thabak sing asi oinabegidamata ekhoina tamdaba yadraba courses sing adudi bachelor of design master of design diploma amadi certificate course kaya amasu lei hariba coursing asi tamninglabadi 12 pass with 50% score oidadagani design tamnanaba entrance exam khara pallabada NIFT GAT and CAT NID DAT asina chingbaksi design da career masembada sangraba yadaba skills khara panjarabada creativity communication skills problem solving analytical ability teamwork skills asina chingba asin kanagumba mahirusingna akupa marolgidamakta SS career solution da lakpiyu natraga makhana pijariba number sida pau pabido
Dengue haibasi ayuk nungthila yamna chikanba Aedes kauba kang makhalamana chikpadagi kang da yorapa mahikna sandokpa laina makhalamani dengue gi layong singdi arum kan hoba kok yamna kanna chikpa saru sayang chikpa mit ki manung thangba sarukta chikpa naba fauba kok ngauba oningba chaning thakingba faudaba puk lengkhatpa marak marakta khong hamba mai ngak thabak na chingba saruk singda lai thokpagum mapak tholakpa gyan mangba amasung wanthaba asina chingbani khare hena lusinba layong singdadi naton chin amasung yarida e thokpa yawi hairiba symptoms sing asi thengna birabadi khudakta rims na traga jenims ki microbiology department da chatpiduna blood test thokpiyu dengue dage khoina ngakthok chanana bagidamak ayuk nungthil gi matam da su mosquito repellent coil amadi vaporizer seasonabiju ayuk nungthil tumbada kangkhal khanbiyu ayuk nungthil gi matamda kangna chikpa ngamdanaba achonba firol setpiyu yumgi akoiba luna nana thamba iram nala singdoktuna ichel lehengadabani ising yokpa patra makhum chena khumduna thamsi chayol khudingi ising haidoktuna anoba sindoksi sizinnadraba hundoktuna thamba patra sing chapu akaiba plastic cup kauta asina chingba sing leitanaba phumjinbiyu natraga mai thadokpiyu sizinnadraba tire sing thamba tarabasu ising tungdanabagidamak hutokpiraga thambiyu leigi gamla de yawba ising chayol khudingi haidoktuna anoba sindokpiyu yumgi manung amasung akoibada leiba ising thamba ising tungba yaba kollik drum reservoir na chingba sizinnadrabadi mathak makha onthoktuna thambiyu Karigumba dengue na naba thoklabadi ningthina pothabiyu ising amadi mahi marang kaina thakpiyu ka henjilakpagi khudam urabadi khudakta doctor tanabiyu aikhoi punna dengue dagi ngakthok minarasi paujenjariba Directorate of Health Services amadi National Health Mission Manipur
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. The audition for Tamenglong's Got Talent Season 5 has been held today, the 6th December, at the mini amphitheater DC Bungalow, Tamenglong. Organized by the District Administration, Tamenglong, the audition drew 34 participants vying for a place on the stage of the 18th state-level Orange Festival later this month. Of the 34 contestants, entries included 3 bands, 1 instrumentalist, 5 dance acts, 1 violin recital, and 24 solo and duet singers. Season 4 winner and reigning champion Elebi Riangmai performed as a guest singer during the event. The auditions were adjudicated by a panel comprising Namlalung Gangmai MCS, the subdivisional officer SDO of Nungba, and a musician Blessing Kamai. The judges evaluated the performances and selected participants who will represent Tamenglong at the State Orange Festival. Tamenglong's Got Talent forms part of the state-level Orange Festival scheduled for 17 to 19 December 2025. Selected participants from today's audition will begin competing at the festival on 17 November with the grand finale slated for 19 December. This year's Orange Festival is anticipated to be the most successful yet, as it is backed by strong community involvement and extensive preparations. Local authorities and organizers have expressed confidence in the festival's success and are eager to welcome attendees from across the region. A young girl has died after a speeding van struck two school children walking home in Manipur's Imphal East district on December 5. Ngangbom Sanatoi Devi, 11, was killed instantly when the vehicle hit her and a friend at Sawombong. The second child sustained serious injuries and remains hospitalized. Police confirmed the driver has been arrested and the van seized following the incident. Authorities said the children were making their way home from school when they were struck. The victim had been living at Sawombong relief camp with her family. District officials have announced compensation of Rs 5 lakh for her next of kin. The injured child is receiving medical treatment, though police have not disclosed details about her condition. The Manipur government has issued a stern warning against antisocial elements following threats to participants of the recently concluded Manipur Sangai Festival 2025. The government cautioned that any attempt to intimidate or endanger citizens would be treated as an act against the state and its people. In the release signed by Chief Secretary Dr. Punit Kumar Goel, the government stated that certain organizations were attempting to disrupt peace by threatening law-abiding citizens. No individual group or organization, whether prescribed or otherwise, has authority to issue decrees, impose punishments, or restrict lawful cultural, economic, or artistic activities in Manipur. The statement read. It further warned that anyone found involved in issuing threats or disturbing peaceful coexistence would be prosecuted strictly under the law. The government asked the public to report any instance of threat, extortion, coercion, or suspicious activity to the nearest police station, assuring prompt punitive action on credible reports. It reminded citizens of the anti-extortion cell established under the Home Department and reiterated its commitment to safeguard the people of the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi presented an array of culturally rich and meticulously crafted Indian gifts to Russian President Vladimir Putin, highlighting India's heritage, artistry, and the long-standing friendship between the two nations. The gifts included Assam's famed black tea, Kashmiri saffron, a handcrafted silver horse from Maharashtra, an ornate Murshidabad silver tea set, a marble chair set from Agra, and a Russian edition of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita gifted to Putin carries the philosophical essence of Lord Krishna's dialogue with Arjuna during the Mahabharata, offering lessons on duty, the nature of the soul, and the pursuit of spiritual liberation. Officials describe it as a timeless guide that continues to inspire ethical living and inner peace. The Ministry of Civil Aviation has directed Indigo to clear all pending passenger refunds without delay following recent flight cancellations and disruptions. The ministry has mandated that refunds for all affected flights must be fully processed by 8 p.m. on Sunday, December 7. Airlines have also been instructed not to levy any rescheduling charges for passengers whose travel plans were affected. The ministry has warned that any delay or non-compliance in refund processing will invite immediate regulatory action. To ensure smooth grievance redressal, Indigo has been asked to establish dedicated passenger support and refund facilitation cells. These cells will proactively contact affected passengers and ensure that refunds and alternative travel arrangements are processed efficiently, minimizing the need for repeated follow-ups. The automatic refund system will remain active until operations stabilize completely. The ministry has further directed Indigo to trace and deliver all baggage separated from passengers due to cancellations or delays within the next 48 hours. Airlines are required to maintain clear communication with passengers regarding tracking and delivery timelines and provide compensation where applicable under existing passenger rights regulations. The United States, which assumed the presidency of the Group of 20 on December 1, said it will not invite South Africa to participate in the 2026 G20 Leaders Summit in Miami, accusing the ANC-led government of sabotage, hostility towards the United States, and an agenda that undermined the forum's economic mission. New Delhi is expected to follow the development closely given India's own recent presidency and sustained role in shaping G20 priorities. Outlining Washington's plan for the 2026 cycle, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the G20 would return to core priorities focused on economic growth. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-2890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. UNESCO to hold first ever EDUCCON event in Manipur. Villagers of Lairong could distribute relief materials for the IDPs at Lamboy Kongnangkong relief camp. Resettled IDPs of Waroching village living under perpetual fear after years of taking shelter at relief camps. A one-day symposium on the current trends of women's short story writing in Manipuri literature from 1980 onwards has been held at the IPR auditorium. 11-year-old girl killed, another injured as speeding vehicle hit school children in Manipur's Imphal East. Manipur government warns anti-social elements after Shanghai Festival threats. Government orders Indigo to complete all pending refunds by December 7. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.